Wingy Boxing IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I've burst in the room while Ohara Davies is getting changed.
Shout out MTK Global, the best management in the business. Listen, I have to add, if it wasn't for MTK, I probably wouldn't be back on a big stage like I am. You know, I'm back headlining a show. I'm in a good place physically, in a good place mentally. MTK have been taking good care of me, and you know, I'm pleased and I'm happy.
And I've got to give a shout out to this brother, because sometimes you think
MTK Global.
sometimes you think, you know, Ohara Davies, what is he like? And I think, no, I'm not going to get the interview. But he's like, nah, you're cool. He's a cool people. He's a cool people. All right, they're going to hate me for saying that. All right, right, talk to me, man. How you feeling? A few days out from the fight, Jack Catterall. Good fight. It is a good fight.
It is. Fight number 20. I've done it again and again and again. And I feel like my first few fights, I had nerves. You know, the nerves were always there. And sometimes you don't know how to handle nerves, and we don't get taught how to handle nerves. I don't think you can get taught how to handle nerves. I think that they're going to come, and then eventually you just get over it. I had a very limited amateur boxing background. I only had 18 fights as an amateur, really inexperienced. I didn't win anything major, anything big, so I've had to learn on the job. Like my first big fight as a pro, the fact that I lost Taylor, the first fight I've ever lost in my boxing career as an amateur, I didn't lose. So I feel like the lessons that everyone else learned early, I'm learning late. But the main thing is that I am learning it and I'm getting it, and that's what I'm going to use to my advantage. It's all about being calm, focused, relaxed. It's just like a spar to me. Listen, this fight to me is basically a sparring session with someone that I'm sparring for the first time. That's how I've been treating this fight.
Now, people will perceive that as being kind of disrespectful, but yeah. I guess you don't strike someone who's really
anyone that thinks that that's me being disrespectful. Why don't you try and have a boxing match in front of thousands upon thousands watching online shows, internet shows, saying bad things.
Does Fight Night on the Xbox count?
Yeah. Like, people that say that I'm a bit disrespectful, they don't know how to handle it. They don't understand the lifestyle that we fighters have to live, and how we have to mentally psych ourselves up, how we mentally deal with the pressure that we have to deal with. I'm gonna go fight another man. I could knock him out, or I could get knocked out in front of thousands. I need to prepare myself mentally on how to handle it. And people that say that, you know, that's being a bit disrespectful, why don't you try and do what I'm doing and see how you get on?
It was interesting because in your vlog you actually said that you did have nerves before the Josh Taylor fight, and I think from you, a lot of people don't really expect to hear that kind of thing. So that's quite honest, isn't it, and open?
Man, I was nervous as, can I swear?
Yeah, go for it.
I was nervous as fuck. I won't lie. Like Taylor's, like, even though I fought Derry Matthews, the biggest nerves I had was on the Derry Matthews fight. Let me talk about that, because before Derry Matthews, that was my first big fight that everyone came out and wanted to see me lose. I got booed into the boxing arena in my own hometown. That shows you how hated it actually was. In my own hometown, I got booed. And I remember waking up in the morning, the night before the fight. I had Anthony Yard and my friend Emmanuel in a room just to help me be around good, you know what I mean, like people that got good hearts. And then the next morning, I woke up. I was on my own. I was like, shit, I'm fighting today. I fight against like Matthews, the guy that I said all this shit about, the guy that I've ridiculed. I've said as much bad things as I can online and in person. I've told him I'm gonna knock him out. I have to back up what I've said.
Yeah.
And in my mind I was like, shit, I have to back up. Like, but I'm thinking, how about if I get hit? How about if I get knocked out? What am I gonna say? I remember going to the bath. I put on a hot water, some cold water, so it was warm. I sat in a bath. I put as many motivational videos on as I could, just listening to, you know, those guys that say, "Now is your chance. If you don't go for it, it will never get done." You know, those motivational stuff. I laid in the bath for about an hour and a half, listening to all those, like to as many clips as I could. And afterwards, I got up from the bath. I was like, "Fuck it, I got to fight."
Was that a press conference where you dissed a gentleman who was bald and said, "I make more than you in you work in Tesco"?
Yeah.
Like, come on, to the old bald brothers, you got to show us some love. Come on, Ohara Davies. Tell me, right? I want to ask you. Jack Catterall's weight. You mentioned that in the face-off. Yeah. Do you think that he really does have an issue with that, or is that just
100%
gamesmanship?
100%. Why we're here today in the open workout? You watch, Catterall will come if he comes. I ain't seen him yet, but if he comes, watch him do his over workout and he'll go home. He won't stand around. How long has this been on for? 5-10 minutes?
5 minutes. Yeah.
5 minutes. He won't stand around and give anyone 5 minutes of their time and be as energetic as I am. He'll be here like, you know, it's gonna be a good fight, because he's so weight drained and like depleted. After the conference is done, tomorrow, Thursday, we got a conference. After that's done, watch him just go straight home. I've watched him. I noticed it the first time in Leeds, because you know we both fought in the same show in Leeds. After the conference was done, I stood around giving interviews to everyone. I'm like, who the fuck wants to speak to me? Giving interviews to everyone. I'm like, where's Catterall? They're like, he's gone home. I'm like, this guy only went home because he's so drained and he's so weight drained. The last thing a fighter would like to do when they're weight drained is stand around talking to camera people. But he's got Jamie Moore, who's a good coach, so I'm sure he knows now how to rehydrate himself properly. So that's why on fight night, will it affect him? Not as much.
In that face-off, you actually said, yeah, I am looking past you. I don't think in all my years of watching boxing I've ever heard, I can't remember a fighter actually saying, yeah, I am looking past you.
Yeah.
Is that a risky strategy? Is that the real Ohara in that? Tell me, man. Nah. Between you and me.
To be honest, I don't even remember saying that. You know, sometimes I just say.
Things just flowing.
After this fight, I'm taking a break. I'm not gonna think about boxing. I'm not gonna think about fighting. I'm just gonna focus on my life.
Still gonna do the vlogs?
Still be doing the vlogs, but might not be boxing related. I want to make my vlogs on YouTube about my life, not just about my boxing. So I'm buying a place. I'm finally buying a place. I think it's about time. I'm 26 years old, and I want to speak about that. You know, give other fighters advice on not making some of the mistakes that I've made, spending money on things that I've spent it on, like girls and holidays and cars, before I've even got a place.
Any girls scratch your car up yet, keys?
Not
since the last one, yeah.
Good thing in this place I've got my own parking garage.
Oh, that's right then.
So ain't no one coming. Can't no one come and scratch my car.
Well, Ohara, I know you've got your public workout to do. I'm going to be catching up with you all week, so we'll do kind of like a part 2. Thank you for giving me your time, brother.
Thank you.
And we'll catch up in the next few days.
100%.
Thank you. Thanks for speaking to Wingy Boxing IFL TV. Peace.
That's a good one.
Ohara, thank you, man.